Hi, it's Jenny Powers, author of Empowered, The Woman's Guide to Following Your Heart. So I'm shooting another video because I have a moment and I love doing it. So this is the next video in my book, which I feel is sort of like the little engine that could. And it is called Empowered, The Woman's Guide to Following Your Heart, YouTube channel Jenny Powers, and Emmy Award-winning talk show host. So on to the next truth of my book, which is one that is so relevant in my life right now, and it's really testing my ability to really take these truths to heart. And even as I'm sharing them and reading them, and even, you know, having written the book, I'm still on the journey, and I really have to keep walking the walk if I'm going to talk the talk. So this is the next truth. It's called Let Them Rise Up. I am listening deeply, openly, and passionately to the voices in me that are rising up as I grow into the woman that I am meant to become. Some are voices connected to pieces of me that I have long since lost touch with and must reclaim. Some are voices connected to new pieces of me that are finally finding their footing and are just being born. When these voices speak, I must let them be heard. When the quiet little voices that have been inside of you begin to speak loudly, you must listen. Whether they speak to a piece of you that you must reconnect to, or to a new piece of you that has finally emerged, you must allow these voices to rise up. You must let them be heard. They will bring you such wisdom. So two experiences in my life, and I guess two ways that I'm going through this. The first is, as I mentioned before, I love to run. Running outside is one of the things in life that brings me the greatest joy. And I've been living in LA for the past 8 years, and really, for the most part, I've had the opportunity to run outside every day. The weather's beautiful. My schedule allowed for it. I lived really close to work, so it was just a pretty easy thing to build into my day. And as I said, I just moved back to New York, and it's been a real challenge. My days are a lot longer. I work not particularly close to where I live, and the weather is different, and it's just a whole different routine. And so the first few months that I've been here, I've really struggled to find a way to run outside. And finally, a week ago, the voice inside of me that said, you must find a way to reconnect to this thing that you love. So this is an example of a voice in me, or wisdom inside of me, reconnecting to a part of me that I know to be true, which is that I have to exercise outside to clear my mind, to take care of my body, and to just do something that I love to do. So this voice that has been inside of me rose up. I listened to it. I have now done a little extra work, and I've found a way to bring it back into my days, and I listened to the voice as it rose up in me. And the second example of letting a new voice rise up in me is the transition of being an author to now being a talk show host. For so long, people have said, oh, when you write your next book, and it never really resonated, and I wasn't totally sure why. And then this new voice inside of me, as a result of, again, I've made this big change in my life, and this voice inside of me said, just create your first video, just start, put it out there, you know, no expectation, just a sense of, as I said, to just begin. And so this new voice inside of me, which said, you want to be a speaker, you want to speak the message of your book, not necessarily write it, you want to connect to people face to face, have conversations, and to just be a voice in this world, maybe rather than writing my next book or whatever the next step might be. So this new voice that rose up inside of me said, start speaking, start creating, get on YouTube, start creating content. And so I finally listened to that voice, and I did what this wisdom told me to do. So in your life, you'll know when these quiet whisperings or these voices that bring you such guidance and wisdom, they might be there for a day, they might be there sort of quietly reminding you of the things that you either have lost touch with or new things that you have to do. And you have to let these voices rise up. You have to let them be heard. They will bring you such wisdom, and they will allow you to keep living the most empowered life. So let them rise up and listen to these voices. Bye.